What is up, big dog? Today was a wild trading session for me. I had to take like three or four different swings to try to get this trade idea to play out, but it played out. And yeah, I was able to pass 10 evaluations today, was able to make about 5K on funded accounts today. Was hoping to be able to trade my like live challenge. I'm trying my live account challenge. I'm trying to do where I, try to run up a small account, but for some reason my orders were getting rejected, so I got to reach out to Tradeovate for that. But here's a little bit of a recap on how my trading session went today, and I'm going to show me activating my Lucid Flex accounts because that's one of the cool things about Lucid is as soon as you hit the parameters, you can pretty much activate your funded account that same day. Won't be trading it today. I'm not that much of a DJing anymore, but yeah, just wanted to show what it's like to activate them, midday and kind of go from there. Check it out. What's up, big dog? So today passed 10 evaluations, 5 with Lucid, 5 with Tradeify. So cool thing about Lucid is you can actually, once you pass and you hit all the parameters on the dashboard, you can actually just upgrade your account to fund it pretty much as soon as you pass. So gonna do that right now, and then I'll have my first official trade session with these tomorrow morning because the setups that I don't have any setups that I'd want to trade, and also it's just later in the day and a lot of volume has passed through the markets, and so just yeah, let's get these upgraded. So I already upgraded one, and then once I upgraded, I was like, oh, I should record this, so kind of show the 2026 trading journey. So let's upgrade these accounts. So you're going to click on upgrade to funded, then you're going to get a Lucid account agreement. I already saved it on my desktop, and I had already taken a bunch of payouts with Lucid before, so I know that they're legit, but I do read the parts to where it talks about the percentages and certain rules just to make sure I understand them a little bit more in depth. But then you just click I've read it, agreed to terms, and then hit submit. Then it'll upgrade your account and you'll see that happen. And as we're doing this, you just do it to all of the accounts that you have passed. And yeah, pretty streamlined. And then later today, I passed a Tradeify Select account, so I'm going to pick the 5-day payout account on that one. Last time I passed it, I picked the daily payout, and for some reason, whenever I have daily payout accounts, it changes my psychology for whatever reason. So I'm just like trying to stay away from those for right now. So got those 5 accounts activated. Going to be trading those tomorrow morning. But had a really good day on my 5 funded accounts with Legends Trading. Basically 5K on the day with those guys. So really good trading morning. Had to take, I think, three or four swings to finally get the setup to play out. But once it started, it went crazy. So definitely excited about that. But anyways, appreciate you guys checking me out. Will be a trade every day. I'm getting better about uploading every day. I just never know what I think people will be interested in. So I'm just like, starting to figure out what I want my style of YouTube, channel to be and all that fun stuff. But trading's a passion of mine. And if it's a passion of yours and you want to, follow the journey and see what's possible, definitely subscribe, like, leave a comment, and let's get this thing 2026. What is up, big dog? Welcome to the first day of the small account challenge using Tradeovate as the broker. So I'm got about 5 minutes before I'm officially green lighted to trade within my rules. And I'm gonna be looking for shorts, assuming I get a break of the hourly. So let's take a look at TradingView here. Here we go. If we get we'll have to wait another hour to actually see if we get the confirmation I need to go short. But what I'm looking for is going to be if we get the close above this area on the 1 hour, assuming the 8 hour doesn't break that zone, that 8 hour zone, we'll be looking for the market to potentially come back and close below this zone here in the next hour. So just expressing patience first day, no need to rush it ever really, but just being very patient and just waiting like I always do. So outside of this small account challenge, still got the profit counts and everything that I'm trading, but super excited for the small account challenge. The goal is to simply make about 10% a week on this, and just not necessarily trying to do anything too crazy. 10% a week, especially when the account is at roughly $670 right now, is pretty easy to do. So just got to make, in the next 3 trading days, make around $70. So should be fairly simple, just trading one micro and MNQ, or one MNQ. So we'll see if I'm able to get a setup, but yes, that's what I'm looking for. And we'll see if in the next hour we get a trade set up. All right, so officially got the green light to trade. And on the 8-hour chart, what we have here is a break of this zone, a close above this zone that we have here that was created on the 8-hour. And when this happens, basically I'm waiting for a pullback before looking for longs. Originally coming into the day, I was more leaning towards
As an
sells.
FYI, the Supreme Court of the United States is due to hear oral arguments in the Justice versus Lisa Cook case. The arguments are due to start any time now.
Coming into today, I was looking way more bearish.
For those
originally
interested, we'll post a link to this on our news feed.
Coming into today was definitely leaning more bearish than bullish, but after seeing this price action here, and we're able to reclaim this zone here on the 8-hour, I'm going to be waiting for a pullback to one of these zones here, and then look for a lower time frame change of structure to potentially try to go long up to the 400s, just right below the 400s. So we'll see if we get set up. Who knows, we might not get a pullback at all, but I'm just going to be patient, not trying to force anything. The hardest part about what we do as traders is just simply being patient and not feeling the need to always be doing something. So if I get a setup, I'll take it. If I don't, then I'm just hanging out, listening to news updates and seeing if I can start to understand fundamentals a little better and how they impact the market. But anyways, I'll chime back in once we get closer to one of our potential entry zones, and we'll go from there. Just entered in one more short, got a signal on 5 or the 1 minute again. So let's see if we can actually get some continuation down. Let's go to Quantower. All right, here's the entry. Let's see what we can get done on this one, on this attempt. See if we can push all the way back down to it's possible to push back down to the 200 something, just under 300, but it'd be a lot of volume required for that. As far as volume, as far as actual active bears pushing it down or buyers simply liquidating their positions. I'm hoping that it's bears pushing it down. It should probably happen faster. We just can't get followed through, man.
In Nikkei, they say Toyota and other Japan automakers are to share chip data as supply risks grow.
Alright, we broke the low of that one. Let's see if we can be protected by previous 5-minute candle high. So typically I want to put this about at least a point above previous. So we got let's go 77 even. Let's see if we get some movement. It's getting bought up, which I don't like as far as the footprint chart. You know, like the fact that we went from, you know, negative to positive on the footprint just now. All right, the footprint's looking decent so far. We just need it to stay negative. If I would have kept trailing on the 5, we got stopped out here. So now we're at a 30-minute support. So let's see if we are able to kind of just keep moving down and just eat through that quick. See what it's doing.
Denmark rejects Trump's demand to negotiate a takeover of Greenland.
I don't like that response. That's to be expected. Right now I'm up about 30 points. All right, about a minute I'll be able to trail on the 5-minute. Feel decent about where everything's at. Looking good so far. Hey, bum, I couldn't take the trades on that live challenge account. But it is what it is. Not trying to be greedy, so I'm gonna watch on the lower time frames to really keep an eye on how this thing is looking. All right, that's good. Up 700. And basically, on my Lucid accounts, I'm about 100 points from passing those. Or not 100 points, $100, $50 now. Let me move this to the 40 level and start trailing on the 1 minute. That's some awesome movement right now. Trail this on that 1 minute. You know, we got a 5-minute candle closing very soon. Let's just go ahead and trail it there. Whatever happens, happens. Just trying to lock in this profit and how close I am to passing. I know how I get, and if I'm like, oh, I was $100 away, and I let something come back way far, you know, to put me far, you know, just in a spot where I'm like, dude, why didn't you close? Like, I know how that affects me. So yeah, we're just not gonna be an idiot today. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna flatten there. All right. That's a good day, my guys and gals. Boom. So past the Lucids. There we go. Flushing down to the original to the TP we had. But yeah, past the Lucids. Past the Tradeifys. On the trade days, we're still about 800 away from passing. Their consistency rule is different than I thought it was. So yeah, on that one, we're still a little further away. Oh, love this price action. But yeah, feeling good about today's session. On our fundeds, up about 5,000 on those on the day. Take this damn thing off. Up about 5,000 on the fundeds. Still bummed I couldn't take the trade on the live challenge account. Got to reach out to Tradeivate and figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, it was a good session. I'm gonna go have some breakfast now and then log all this in my spreadsheet and just keep it moving. Got a haircut today, you know, so my wife don't leave me. Got to stay a little bit, you know, a little bit cute, you know what I mean? But other than that, I will be on again tomorrow.